'77, I came down for Port Moresby. So we handed all our work, what we did with the locals and so on, over to the local government. So they gave me two options because the others, the good ones, like I wanted to go to Cairns, of course, and the other side there with all the diving and so on. Well, they missed out. So the only options I had was Melbourne and Darwin. So Darwin I went. Darwin was just rebuilding because the cyclone wiped everything out. So we didn't go to a house. There was no houses. We had dongas. To rebuild, that's what it came down, rebuilding that one. But I ended up more with providing infrastructure to the communities, Aboriginal community in Arnhem Land, and a lot of them on islands, which Crook Island, Corbin Island, and so on. And the first thing was someone put in bores, and we provided the pipelines and the tanks and the supply tanks, and the people had clean water to drink. There was in Crook Island, and beautiful. In the evening we go fishing or cry fishing, get the cries, or we shoot a buffalo, or we shoot geese. It was great to make a big fire and cook it. A great life. For in Darwin, there was no houses. We had lived in the Mountable, right? And after the Mountables, they started building the houses, two lots. One was the parkland, one was the 19C houses, which were on stumps. Veranda, I could put the boat underneath and the car underneath, and it was just, and the build underneath out, and I had so much room. The land was given with the house, was quite big. Right? So I could do a lot of things. We had a boat, and we got ourselves a boat, and we went out fishing every weekend. Every Saturday or Sunday or whatever time we had, we were out with the boat. Rowan and I would make sure the engine was going all right, and run the boat in the water, and the girls made sure we had food. And we sometimes went to St. Pierre Islands. It's an island just then. And we slept there overnight, right, just on the blanket, right? But in the morning you wake up and you have to be lucky. Like a tank that marks in the ground, the big turtles. They were marching up, right? And I got turtles, I got photos where they're laying the eggs with carrying the hole in the hand down. You would never interfere with the turtle unless it settles the place she was to dig. Once it started digging, she was all right. We could get close, right? And watch them with the turtle, the eggs falling down, and in the morning, some of them, the little ones running down. The greatest life, eat fish all the time. This is what we did, and I was lucky with maybe Chan. She loved all these things. She would still fish 12 o'clock midnight and say, look, it's enough, we just loved fishing, right? There was that one. And then we also did, the three of us, those days the crocodile haven't shifted in as much into the harbour. We did a lot of scuba diving. Karen, Mandy, and myself, right? And plus I did the job for the Navy base and for the big base in front, the wharf in the front, which all the tourist ships come in. So I spent a lot of time on the water there, right? On a Friday, they would have a barbecue and they had to bring some fish. Because I didn't rely, I shot them. And that was, like I said, life was good. Fishing there was just great, and diving too, until the crocodiles moved in. Then we couldn't dive anymore, right? They started to come in, and it's near full crocodiles, right? So we couldn't go to water skiing anymore, and not diving, of course, I'm glad I got all this wharf work over. There was some section they ran off wharf section. I was underneath. That was new, and I had to inspect all the piles and all the work underwater, right? And Pet Carter, who I was best man to, he was on top, getting all worried because there was 2 crocodiles on top, where my bubbles were coming up. They were not that big, but still. And he didn't know what to do. They were where the bubbles were, right? Well, I was down there, so it was okay. And we didn't dive anymore, of course, after that. It was all finished anyway, like all the wharf structures. Yeah. And it didn't worry me somehow, because there was, those days the crocodiles, if they were, even when we were fishing, of course, but they were too shy of humans. Yeah? But later not, no way. The government got in touch with me and said, Erich, you want your way in Flores Island. They're having trouble with installing water pipes for the fresh water coming down from the volcanoes. Down lower down there, it was all muddy water, right? So I went over there once for 2 years. And Jane came with me, of course, and the girls were already grown up and all them, they did their own thing already, And of course, it was Christmas came, and Jane and another girl went into Bali to get some sausage and things like this, and some other things for the Christmas. And it was the greatest Christmas party, right? On the weekend, to do a bit of holiday, we went across to Komodo, the Komodo Islands. This is where the Komodo dragons are, right? Jane would have liked to come, right? It was this. Jane would have to go, but the boss's wife had the period. A woman cannot go across if she's got the period. She cannot go across. That's how vicious they are. When they smell blood, and the guide coming with us, and he had a stick with a special point on it, so to give it away. Then you had to be careful. But the diving there, oh my God, beautiful. There was only about 2 hotels, with basic. There's hotels now. I was there at the right time, and then the hot pools. Also, my brother came over, right? And Jane too. We sit in the hot pool there after work. I did a lot of welding there because they couldn't. Big pipes and the big tank, and everything was put in wrong, so we had to cut it again. And one thing was they had a big storm, and the mayor, they ring up and said, listen, could you help us? We have no water. Then no problem. I got up the truck, got everything, got a few boys, off we went, We cut the pipes, right? Cut the pipes, put a new section in, and they had water come down, and the mayor sent me because the town's got water. And I did that over the weekend. So I helped out a lot, did a lot of other work. We did a lot of things. And we got invited there for dinner, and he was sort of darkish, the nurses, And they said, something got stuck in my mouth, right? It was the head from a chook, because the little chooks, You know how sharp the bones are. But the soup was good. But then one day I come back, I installed water over there, I would say, it was 100 villages we brought, right across Flores. And one night I came back from a job. I was far away from a couple of days, come back, and then someone waiting on the bridge, my friend waiting on the bridge. I said, they stopped me, and Graham Jackson, he told me, your wife just passed away. So we drove in straight away, and she was still, I missed her by 5 minutes. So that was an end of an era, Jane was only 58. Heart attack, all the families, right? So all the community, the Chinese, the natives, made up the coffin, lined the things up with silk and all that, and had a window so the children can see when they go to Darwin. Then I had to fly to Darwin. It was hard. It was hard. The life changed. Oh, but what things were things and things you couldn't change.
Yeah.
So life went on. Right? So I still studied in Darwin. Went to Flores. Yeah, went back to Flores. We got cherry chain. You know, we got chain service. And a lovely little church. She wanted always. She pointed out if I go. I got full of that one too. That was nice, and a lot of people came. And then silver life went on again. I went back to Flores, finished the job, and that was a good life. The people were so nice, and the living just from what's grows and what's east. They live off the land, right? And when I go out to some of the communities up in the hills there, yeah, some of the villages were just stunning. The way they built the roof and the way they built this and that. And straight away when he come, they straight away have the coconut. Someone goes up the tree and get the coconut, right? And a meal, a big pot, and you have to sit on the floor, which I couldn't much. But in the pot was cooking, was very tasty, but I never knew what was in it. I didn't ask anyway, but it was good. And that's life was really good, some nice scenery I will never see again. A lot of people would never see in their life see that. I got some great photos from there too in Flores.